Okay. So first of all, good morning to everyone. Good afternoon to everyone. So in the last session, we seen about the tidal energy creation. So in this session, again we are revising that point again. So I hope you will respond me in a well way. Am I audible to all of you? No one is responding. So what is mean by tidal energy? So who will tell me what is mean by tidal energy? We seen in the last session how tidal energy is created, how waves are created, how tides are created. So can anyone tell me the reason behind that? What is the reason behind tidal generation? काय सर? Okay, who will tell me the reason behind that? So what is the reason behind that? What is mean by tides? How tides are created? Okay, so listen once again. Tides are the rise and fall of the sea level. That means the what is mean by tides? Tides are the waves that is created by the uh, various physical or geographical changes that are happening in the or on the earth or in the environment. That is like gravitational forces or moon and changes in the moon and sun or lunar phases, etc. Because of these changes, the tides are created or waves are created. That tides are nothing but what the rise and fall of the sea levels because caused because of the some combined effects of the gravitational forces exerted by the moon and the sun. That is the we know all the during the full moon and during the half moon and during the no moon. During these seasons, tides are going to change, and these factors are affecting on the tides. So some shorelines experiences almost to two equal high tides. That means some shorelines. That means some areas or किनाऱ्यालगतच्या भागामध्ये काही भागांमध्ये एका दिवसामध्ये दोन हाय टाइड्स म्हणजे हायेस्ट पोझिशन म्हणजे पाण्याची वॉटर लेवल काय असते हाय असते त्या लेवल त्या पिरियड मध्ये अशा केस मध्ये दिवसातून दोन हाय टाइड आणि दोन लो टाइड्स सो टू हाय टाइड्स अँड टू लो टाइड्स each day. So that tides are called as the semi-diurnal tides. And some locations experience only one high tide and only one tide each day. That means the only one high tide and only one low tide during a day. So that tide is called as the diurnal tide. And some locations experience two uneven tides a day. That may be high or that may be low. Sometimes it happens that too high or too low. So depending on uneven, that means the count is not fixed. So that tide is called as the mixed tides. So these are the classification of the tides. So next one is the classification according to the height of the tide. That means the classification of the tides depending on the height of the tide. So first of all, according to the height of the tide, So again, there are two sub-classifications. First one is the high tide and second one is the low tide. So in case of the high tide, what happens when the seawater reaches its greatest height within the tide cycle? That means during a day, there are so many tide cycles. The continuous tide cycle is there. So during that period, whenever that tide is going to highest level, so that greatest height of this tide cycle is called as the high tide. And whenever during that overall tide cycles, the smallest tide cycle is in all the tides, so that single tide is called as the low tide. That means the lowest height is called as the low tide and highest or greatest height is called as the high tide. So this is the sub classification according to the height of the tide. So we just seen first three types in that depending on the height of the tide. So some shorelines experience almost to two equal high tides and two low tides each day. That tides is called as the semidural tides. And whenever that shorelines experience one high tide and one low tide, so that tides are called as the dural tides. And whenever that locations experience two uneven tides, that may be the there may be mixed combination. There may be high or there may be low tides, so that tides are called as the mixed tides. So according to the height of the tide, we see high tide and low tide. High tide is called as the whenever that sea water reaches its greatest height within the tide cycle. So tide cycle is nothing but what? It is the continuous cycle that is flowing throughout the day. That means the during the day cycle, there are so many tides. In that tides, whenever that tide is reaching highest position or greatest height within the all tide cycles, so that tide is called as the high tide. And whenever that tide is reaching lowest height within the all tide cycles, is called as the low tide. So next one is the according to the lunar phase. That means the phases of the moon. So in that again there are two types, spring tides and nip tides. So tides are nothing but what? Spring tides occurs when there is a full moon and the new moon phases. So during the full moon, what happens? The moon and the sun are aligned and their effects are combined. So this effects producing the spring tides. So during the spring tides, what happens on the tide tables? We can see high tidal coefficient on the tides when both celestial bodies are aligned. Both celestial bodies are nothing but what? Uh, sun and moon. Both bodies are aligned. So that phase is called as the spring tides. So during that phase, it is proven that there is an increase in the activity of the fish during the spring tides, and above all, if this coincide with sunrise or sunset. So, and these are the most propitious days for fishing day. So that means during the spring tides, there are more chances of the fishing. So during the full moon and the new moon phases, spring tides are occurring. So these are the best uh, time for the fishing purposes. So next one is the nip tide. So during the nip tide period, what happens during the nip tide or waxing time or waning moons? So nip tides occurs when the waxing or waning moons. Then that means whenever that size of the moon is decreased or it is going to the its lowest size. So that tides are occurring when the waxing or waning moons. So that period, during that period, whatever the tides are generated or tide cycles are created, that tide cycles are called as the nip tides. So during that period, the movement of the seabed tends to be less. So because of during that period, the fishing process is slow, or this is not go. Okay. So the next point is the generation of tidal energy. So how tidal energy is created? So tidal power is taken from the Earth's oceanic tide. That means the tidal power is generated, or whatever the waves are flowing from one side to another side. That means the higher potential to lower potential. So tides are always flowing from the higher potential to lower potential. That means whenever the tide is created, that tide is spreading from the highest potential to lowest potential. That means from highest water level to the shorelines. So this is the way of the tides. So whenever that tide is flowing, whatever the force created by that water, that water is that force is utilized for the electricity generation purpose, and the tidal forces are created because of the variations, that is because of the variations that are occurring during the gravitational forces, and that gravitational forces are exerted by the celestial bodies. So celestial bodies are nothing but whatever the bodies that are available in the space, that may be sun and moon activities. So because of these changes, a tidal power is created. So these forces create corresponding motions. That means the because of this motions, that means the whenever that tide is flowing from the highest potential to the lowest potential, that motion is used for the, or that force is used for the creation of generation of the electricity. So for that reason, what procedure is followed? One turbine is one or many number of the turbines should be placed inside the tip of the water, or inside that the bottom of the sea floor. That means at the bottom of the sea floor, whenever that turbine is placed down. So whatever the waves are flowing, or whatever the tides are generated, because of that forces, turbine starts rotating. Whenever that turbine rotates, the process of the electricity generation is occurred. So this is the process of electricity generation. Again, we are going to see about the methods of the generating electricity by using tidal energy forces. So again, there in that there are four types. So tidal stream generator, tidal barrage, and dynamic tidal power and tidal lagoon. So in this process, what happens? Tidal stream generator. So in case of the tidal stream generator, what happens? One kinetic energy or mechanical energy that is created by, because of the forces, that energy is transferred to the to rotate the turbine. That means that whenever that tides are flowing, that kinetic or mechanical energy is fallen on the turbines, and that turbine starts rotating. So in similar way, like wind power generation, in case, so in this case, what happens? In case instead of the wind turbine, we are utilizing instead of the wind power, we are utilizing water here, or tide power to rotate the turbine. And some tidal generators can be built into the structure of the existing bridge. That means that depending on the location of the sea water, that means that at which location we are placing that turbine, depending on that, we can place the various type of the turbines. So various types of the turbines, like horizontal, vertical, open, ducted, these are the types of the turbine. So I will just show you one example so that you can visualize how stream power can be generated by using the idle energy. So I will share you one video regarding that.
Using suction anchors, BD Energy Korea's tidal current power generator is anchored, which was transported to the installation spot after it was built at a shipyard. Then, using ballast tanks, the power generator is submerged so that it produces electricity while it is moored underwater. The blades, which are designed with BD Energy Korea's patented technologies, smoothly open and close according to the flow of water and acquire rotational force with minimum resistance. And by increasing the diameter of the rotating structure, it acquires the same acceleration effect without the use of a separate accelerator.
Okay, so structure of the stream generator is shown in the video. So you can see how whenever the tides are flowing, so turbine moves like this. Turbine moves like in the video that is shown.
To overcome the weight limitations from the increased size of the rotating structure is designed to be made of buoyant parts and to rotate while floating on the filled liquid. The extension axis between submersible buoyant structures serves as the support beam for rotation. Built using a truss structure, outside the extension axis between submersible buoyant structures, bearings are connected. And outside the bearings, the central axis of
Okay, so basic structure should be made like this. So central axis rotating structure should be placed inside that bottom of the water. So that supporting structure can be created for the placing of the turbine.
rotating structure, which consists of a truss structure, is connected. On the central axis of rotating structure, two blade parts and the rotating structure made of buoyant parts are connected into a single structure, and electricity is generated through the interaction between the rotor and stator. Multiple pillars between.
So whatever the components are there, that may be motor or structure or for the further process. So that parts are closed by
Submersible
enclosure.
buoyant structures reinforce the outer structure, making it easy to increase the size of the central submersible buoyant structure. Screen on the outer perimeter of the pillars prevent the infiltration of foreign matter. BD Energy Korea's tidal current power generators will become part of your life as a next generation generator. Will become part of your life.
So here you can see one net is connected to the other water flowing through this part. So whenever that net is connected, so this will not harm the fishes that are available inside the water of the sea. Because of that reason, or that unwanted components, that means there's some to avoid the unwanted components or to protect the turbine from the major damage. So because of that reason, net is connected here. Yeah. Okay. So next type is the tidal barrage. So in the tidal barrage system, what procedure is followed? So here you can see. So in case of the tidal barrage, one barrage is created here, constructional barrage that is made from the cement like dam. So at one side sea water is there and another side uh, another type of water is there. So there is a small gap of the water flowing purpose is provided here at the below of this portion. That means that at the below of this portion, some amount of the gap is provided for the flowing of the water, and that means here barrage is created, and below that barrage, some amount of the gap is provided, like a door. So is from that door, water is flowing, and in, inside that door, turbine is connected, so that whatever the water available at one side, that should be flown to the uh, another side. So for that reason, I think my screen is not visible to you. Okay. So one type of gate is provided at this side and at this side also. So whenever the water level of the sea level, the sea water is getting increased below, above at least 20 meter as compared to the this water available at the right side. So whenever that water level is getting increased, the gates are opened. So whenever that gates are opened, the maximum amount of the water should be flown through this door. So whenever that water is flowing, the turbine starts rotating because of the forces created by the tides or water. So whenever that turbine is starts rotating or starts spinning, the electricity generation is started. So when that both water levels are at equal level, so during that period, these gates are closed. So to increase the water level, so whenever that water levels म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस दोन्ही साईडचं पाण्याची लेवल सेम असते त्यावेळेस कुठल्या प्रकारचे प्रोसेस क्रिएट होत नाही. So whenever that potential difference is created for the water level, then and then only this gate should be open. So again, I will share you one video so that you can visualize the actual process of the tidal barrage. So what is the exact of tidal barrage?
Very little flow from the seaside to the right hand side, or until we push play.
So in this image, you can see here seawater is stored here, and here one type of the basin is created, and between this one barrage or one structure is made. So water should be collected at this level, and
Now we'll
water
see the
height of the water should be at the left side, and whenever that water level is getting increased, this gate should be opened up. So you can see in the video.
animation in action. Notice the tide on the left now is increasing slightly. I'm going to pause it there. There is no flow, or very little flow, from the seaside to the right hand side or into the bay area. The reason is this wicket gate, which is the area just here. You can see it just behind this blue piece here. This is called a wicket gate. The wicket gate was closed, so there can be no flow from the sea to the bay or the estuary area. Notice that you can also close these gates here. This is called a sluice gate, and there's another sluice gate on the right, and that will completely isolate the turbine hydraulically, and that means there is also no flow. But the water level has increased here. It's at a higher level on the seaside than it is on the bay or the estuary side here. If I push play, the wicket gate has now opened and we're getting flow. You can see the wicket gate here is just open. We're getting flow now coming across.
You can see here, whenever that water is flowing from the left to right, the turbine starts rotating.
This bulb turbine, this is a cross section of a bulb turbine. It's imparting thrust upon these propeller blades here. This is what we call a control pitch propeller, and we're turning the turbine. The turbine turns the generator and we generate electricity. Now notice these blades change position so that we can generate electricity in two directions. The water level, I'll just pause it here a second, is now equal. The sea or the tide is up, it's at its high point, so the tide's in, and the bay is full. So we can't get any more water in the bay, so the water level between the two. So we can't get any more water in the bay.
So here you can see the water level of both the bay or sea is equal, so that these gates are closed. So the water is not flowing through these gates. So whenever that water level is increasing, either maybe from the seaside or from the bay side. So whenever that water level is increased, that maybe water level should be greater than about 20 meter as compared to the other type. So whenever that water level is increased, this gate should be open.
Bay, so the water level between the two sides is equal. There's no flow between the two sides because there's no pressure differential between the two sides. However, once the tide begins to recede on this side, we can leave the wicket gate closed until there's at least 2 meters difference in height or head of pressure between the sea and the bay area. Once we have that 2 meters, that's sufficient flow in order to drive the turbine, will impart thrust upon the blades, drive the turbine and generate electricity. Let's play the animation again. Hopefully in a minute we'll be able to see the water draining out from the seaside. Here we go, it comes down. Notice that there's no flow. Keep an eye on the wicket gate. The wicket gate is now open because there's sufficient difference in height between the two levels. That means there's sufficient flow going to occur once we open the wicket gate. And the blades should be also adjusting position. We'll just see that now. Notice they're spinning around. This is because we want to impart maximum thrust onto the blades as the water's flowing across. And in order to do this, we have to be able to adjust the position of these blades. That's why they call it a control pitch propeller. When you adjust the position of the blades, you're adjusting the pitch. Again, the flow has stopped because the water level on the two sides is equal. You'll need at least 2 meters difference between the two sides in order to generate electricity. That is essentially how hydroelectric generation works. Relatively simple process. You're artificially controlling the difference in height between the two water levels in order to get a high flow from one area to another until the pressure is equalized, and then we're going to use that high flow to generate electricity. If you want to help us out, please like or share the video on Facebook.
Okay, so this is about the tidal barrage you seen in the video, and explanation regarding this that is also given to you in the study session. If anyone having query regarding this, they can ask me. Is anyone having query? Okay, so here in this image you can see here. So here the images of the turbines are shown here. Various types of the images are here. So here multiple number of turbines are connected here. So here you can see these are the turbines. So the turbines are rotating according to the pressure that we are getting from the tides. So here various types of the examples are shown here images. Okay, so the next type is the dynamic tidal power. Dynamic tidal power is similar like tidal barrage. So one type of the barrage is created, and in case instead of the putting one door, here multiple number of doors are created. So here multiple number of doors are created. Suppose this is the barrage that is created on the ocean. Some construction like overhead bridge is created, and through these doors water is flowing. Multiple number of doors are created here. Here water is flowing from one side to another side, and at this structure turbines are placed here. Multiple number of turbines are connected here. So whenever that water is flowing from the higher potential to lower potential, these turbines are getting rotated, and maximum amount of the energy can be created by utilizing this type of the energy generation method here. So this is the only difference barrage and dynamic tidal power. In case of the dynamic tidal power here, and for more power generation here, wind power plants can be placed here also. Wind structure can be lifted here. So that maximum amount of the power can be generated. Okay. So again, I will show you one video regarding dynamic tidal power. So you can understand how exactly it works. So what is the difference between all generation methods? What is the difference between tidal barrage and dynamic power generation?
Economy are in renewable energy.
So
Prestigious
structure like this.
despite its dependency on coal. China is the world's largest investor in renewable energy. Prestigious hydropower projects, vast wind, its dependency of the ocean. Implementation of highly advanced technologies in all.
So below this road, structure like this that I have shown you by drawing one diagrammatical structure. So structure like this is
And
made.
near the water. Coastal engineer
idee is een nieuw type
line at the far end of the dam, giving it a T-shape, amplifies the
So here you can see here one barrier type structure should be made, and below this multiple number of doors are created so that maximum amount of water can be should be passed through from higher potential to the lower potential, and turbine starts rotating.
the head on either side of the structure. This hydraulic head, together with the shape of the tunnels, Marcel Stever
Here exact working is shown here at this case. So same structure like this is made in, at this part also, at this part also.
Marcel Stever is Professor of Coastal Engineering at the Delft University. He's done extensive research on tidal currents and sees in dynamic tidal power an interesting alternative to traditional tidal power.
waaien.
Offer excellent rate aspiration, has all and the prestigious works for over thread. A barrier parallel to the coastline at the far end of the dam, giving it a T-shape, amplifies the head on either side of the structure. This hydraulic head, together with the shape of the tunnels, results in the acceleration of water that drives the many turbines in the dam. Marcel Stever is Professor of Coastal Engineering at the Delft University. He's done extensive research on tidal currents and sees in dynamic
Similar like the above structure, tidal lagoon is like. So here you can see tidal lagoon structure.
Of water into a lagoon here in Swansea Bay. Large power generating turbines will be set in the sea wall. Here's how it works.
similar
On
structure,
the left here is the open sea, its height increasing from low
but
tide to high
instead of
tide.
multiple number
The
of
sea
doors, only one door is placed here, and inside that door, generator is placed here, or turbine. Generator is connected with the turbine.
wall holds the rising tide out of the lagoon on the right. Then a wicket gate is opened to let the high tide flow in. That makes electricity. When the lagoon fills up,
So whenever the potential is created, that means the high tides are created, or low tide, during the low tides, this turbine is not flowing, is not rotating. And whenever that height of the tides is increased, at that time, this turbine starts spinning or rotating.
the tide goes out and the whole process is reversed to make energy once more.
Whenever that water level becomes equal, that turbine starts stops working, and whenever that potential difference is created between the two water levels, at that situation, the gate should be opened so that water can be passed from the higher potential toward the lower potential. Okay, so who will tell me the advantages of this tidal energy? What will be the advantages of this tidal energy generation? What are the advantages of this tidal energy generation? Anyone from you? Okay. There is no fuel required in case of the tidal energy generation. It is a renewable source of energy. Next, is there any gas produced by use of this tidal energy generation? While creating energy from the tidal energy, is there any type of the gas created, or is there any type of the harmful gas generated? It requires no fuel. It is renewable source of energy. Next, the tidal energy produces no greenhouse gases. Next, whatever the energy generated, electricity generated, that is a reliable source of energy. Maintenance cost is low. Okay, this is about the advantages of the tidal energy. So what are the disadvantages then? Is there any disadvantages of the tidal energy? Okay, initial cost of the plant is high, or the efficiency of the plant is low. That means the high efficiency is not we are getting from such type of the plants. Okay, we will stop here. Thank you for joining the session.